Israel has recently announced a complete halt to the entry of goods and humanitarian supplies into the Gaza Strip, escalating tensions with Hamas. This decision was made on Sunday as a means to pressure Hamas into accepting a new proposal aimed at extending a fragile ceasefire that had been in place since January. A ceasefire's initial phase concluded over the weekend and included significant humanitarian aid after more than 15 months of ongoing conflict. The relevance of this situation cannot be overstated. For many in Gaza, over 2 million inhabitants, the cessation of aid is likely to worsen already dire living conditions, characterized by widespread hunger and devastation from previous conflict. Reported by various sources, including Isabel Kirshner from the New York Times, the ongoing war has left much of the territory in ruins, complicating any future negotiations for peace. Different perspectives have emerged regarding Israel's decision. Associated Press reports that Israeli officials claim they are prepared to negotiate further, only if Hamas complies with releasing hostages currently held captive. Netanyahu emphasized, Israel will not allow a ceasefire without the release of our hostages, which highlights Israel's hardline stance in this complex negotiation process. On the other hand, Hamas condemned Israel's actions as cheap extortion and a blatant violation of the truce agreement, asserting that such measures jeopardize existing negotiations for peace. Experts fear that further escalation could lead to severe humanitarian consequences. Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati criticized Israel's move as an act of starvation as a weapon, illustrating concerns about potential famine amid ongoing conflicts over resource access. Historically speaking, this current crisis echoes past conflicts where negotiations stalled or fell apart due to unmet demands or escalating violence from both sides. An example would be previous ceasefires that were marred by mutual accusations of violations, leading to renewed hostilities. Repeated cycles of violence suggest entrenched positions, making it increasingly difficult for either party to compromise. A bigger picture indicates a regional instability that could affect neighboring countries and international relations broadly. The involvement of major powers like the U.S., especially under different administrations with varied foreign policy approaches towards Israel and Palestine, remains pivotal in shaping outcomes. In conclusion, while some might view Israel's recent actions as a strategic maneuver within diplomatic negotiations aimed at securing hostages, others argue it undermines humanitarian efforts crucial for averting disaster in Gaza. Understanding these nuances is critical. They reveal just how interwoven human lives are with geopolitical strategies during times of intense conflict, making each small step towards peace all the more complicated yet essential for long-term stability in the region.